They say money makes the world go round, but really, it just spins around in your head. Every belief, habit, and fear you have about money decides how you earn it, spend it, or lose it. In this Money's in Your Head special, we'll start with the harmful money beliefs that sneak in our thoughts and feelings towards money. Then we'll ask, why are smart people sometimes poor? And how do penny-smart, pound-foolish habits quietly drain us? Finally, we'll take on the key questions about money and reveal brain hacks that help you save better by thinking smarter. Because real wealth isn't in your wallet, it's in your mindset. And the biggest investment you'll ever make is in self-awareness. Welcome to School Never Teach.
Ever wonder why money is always a struggle, even though you're working hard and saving up? Meanwhile, others seem to be thriving. The truth is, your money troubles didn't start recently. They've been with you since childhood. Today, we're breaking down 8 common money beliefs shaped in early childhood that still influence your financial mindset as an adult. These aren't just passing ideas, they're deep-rooted stories that have shaped how you handle money. We'll tackle each money belief using a 4-step approach: where it came from, why it sounds appealing, why it's damaging, and how abandoning it can set you free. Belief number 1: money is evil. Many of us were told that caring too much about money makes you selfish, greedy, or evil. Growing up, maybe you heard things like money corrupts, or rich people are bad, or superficial, or stupid. This belief feels appealing because it aligns with our desire to be good, moral people. It lets us distance ourselves from greed and materialism. Here's the thing: believing that money is evil can hold you back from pursuing success. You might subconsciously sabotage opportunities to earn more, whether by working for very little, for free, or turning down high-paying gigs, thinking that gaining wealth makes you a bad person. When you let go of this belief, you'll realize that money itself is just a tool. It's what you do with it that counts. Money can create freedom, opportunities, and generosity if used wisely. Belief number 2: money can't buy happiness. Money is often portrayed as empty, something that can't buy what truly matters in life, like love or happiness. Let's be honest, who doesn't want to feel morally superior to rich, miserable people? It sounds like wisdom: focus on relationships, not riches. The truth is, while money can't directly buy happiness, it can buy comfort, security, and freedom from stress. These things can definitely help create a more stable and peaceful life, if that's your goal. By rejecting the belief that money and happiness are mutually exclusive, you free yourself to pursue financial security without guilt. While money doesn't guarantee joy, it provides options, like time for yourself, your family, and your passions. Belief number 3: you must work hard to make money. Hard work has always been glorified. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps and nothing comes easy are common sayings. We were taught that the only path to wealth is through grinding. This belief feels fair. If you work hard, you deserve success. It gives you a sense of control and even a moral high ground over those who were born into wealth. But hard work alone doesn't always lead to wealth. People can work hard their entire lives and still struggle financially. It's also about working smart, taking calculated risks, and leveraging opportunities. Letting go of the belief that hard work guarantees wealth frees you to explore smarter earning strategies, like investing, building passive income, or creating scalable businesses. It's about working hard and smart. Belief number 4: more money, more problems. We've all heard the phrase, rich people have rich people problems. It suggests that wealth brings burdens like higher taxes, family expectations, complex investments, increased responsibilities, and the risk of losing it all. It helps us feel better about not having money, convincing ourselves that a simpler life is stress-free and more meaningful. In reality, having more money doesn't have to mean more problems. It's about managing wealth responsibly and not letting it control you. When you drop this belief, you'll realize that money can solve problems if you manage it wisely. More money gives you more freedom, not more stress, if you're in control of it. Belief number 5: I'm bad with money. Maybe you've made mistakes, overspent, missed bills, or ran up debt, or you find managing finances stressful and unappealing. Over time, you labeled yourself as bad with money. It's almost comforting to believe this because it gives you an excuse to avoid financial responsibility. Why bother learning? I'm just bad at it. But this belief traps you. When you convince yourself that you're bad with money, you avoid learning how to manage it better, and your financial situation doesn't improve. Instead, adopt a growth mindset. You can learn to manage money better. Breaking free from the belief that you're hopeless with money gives you control over your financial future. Belief number 6. Save money, don't spend it. For many, saving money was a top lesson from childhood. Don't waste money on unnecessary things was drilled into us. Saving feels safe, it gives us a sense of security, and spending seems risky or reckless. While saving is important, so is spending wisely. If you're too scared to invest or spend on things that matter, you might miss out on experiences, opportunities, or wealth-building strategies. Finding balance is key. Smart spending on investments, self-development, or even enjoyable experiences can be just as valuable as saving. Belief number 7. Never a borrower nor a lender be. This idea comes straight from Shakespeare, but many of us heard it from parents or mentors. Borrowing feels dangerous. Imagine loan sharks splashing paint on your door, while lending seems risky since you're unlikely to get your money back. The belief is appealing because it simplifies things. If you never borrow, you avoid debt. If you never lend, you avoid being taken advantage of. While it's wise to be cautious, this mindset can block responsible credit use or helping others. Not all debt is bad. Strategic borrowing for investments or interest-free student loans are examples. Most people need loans to buy homes. You can also lend safely to corporations or governments by purchasing low-risk bonds, earning dividends while having your principal returned at a set time. By approaching borrowing and lending thoughtfully, you can make smart financial moves without fear. Credit can be a wealth generation tool when used wisely. Belief number 8. Rich people have rich parents. This belief originates from societal narratives linking wealth to family lineage. Media often highlights successful individuals from affluent backgrounds, suggesting that wealth is inherited rather than earned through effort or innovation. Cultural stories, movies, and personal anecdotes further reinforce the idea that financial prosperity depends on one's family background. Believing that rich people have rich parents can provide a sense of comfort or justification for those who struggle financially. It allows individuals to externalize their financial difficulties, attributing them to a lack of familial wealth rather than personal circumstances or choices. This mindset can reduce feelings of inadequacy, as it positions financial success as something inherently out of reach for those not born into privilege. This belief is damaging because it fosters hopelessness and discourages proactive steps toward financial goals. It creates a fixed mindset, leading individuals to think hard work or innovation won't lead to success without wealthy parents. This mindset can perpetuate a victim mentality, leaving people feeling powerless and resigned to their financial situation. Letting go of the belief that all wealth is old money empowers individuals to recognize their potential for success, regardless of background. Embracing the idea that wealth can be built through hard work and smart choices enables people to seek opportunities, invest in education, and take calculated risks toward financial independence. This mindset shift opens doors to new possibilities, allowing individuals to write their own financial stories rather than being confined by inherited narratives. Our money beliefs run deep, often rooted in childhood experiences, shaping our adult mindset and behavior with finances. However, these limiting beliefs can hinder our potential. Awareness is the first step. By challenging these beliefs, you unlock the possibility of financial freedom. Money isn't the enemy, it's a tool. Learn to manage, respect, and nurture it. With financial freedom comes choices, and that's real power to positively impact yourself, your loved ones, and the broader community. Subscribe for healthier money mindsets and other life lessons from School Never Teach.
So you want to be financially savvy, huh? Great news. You don't need to invest, budget, or think long term. That's for greedy people chasing filthy wealth. You just want a reasonable financial buffer for well-being. Noble. Minimalist. Impressive? Just follow this timeless strategy. Save $3. Lose $3,000. Feel accomplished. Welcome to the elite sport of being penny smart and pound foolish, where frugality meets financial facepalm. Let's begin your masterclass in money mismanagement. Number 1, skip the latte, buy the car. Don't you dare spend $6 on coffee. That's financial suicide. The $2 version tastes just as good, right? That's $4 saved daily, $120 monthly, over $1,400 in annual savings. You're practically Warren Buffett. Now, to reward your discipline, go buy a brand new car you absolutely can't afford. Take out a 7-year loan. Stretch it like yoga. Don't worry, you'll earn it back. Eventually, and while you're at it, throw in a nameplate. Because self-care. Latte guilt, $6. Monthly car loan, $900. Priorities, impeccable. Bonus move, complain about petrol prices while driving solo to places you could have walked to. Number 2, use 3 coupons, ignore the leak. Cut those coupons, stack those promos, spend 45 minutes comparing shampoo prices like it's a life or death decision. Then completely ignore the weird dripping sound under your sink for 6 months. Shampoo savings, $2.80. Water damage repair, $2,800. A bargain, just in reverse. But hey, it's not wasteful if you meant well, right? Number 3, microwave leftovers. Leave your apartment empty. Always reheat your leftovers. Never waste food. That's how millionaires are made. One soggy stir fry at a time. Meanwhile, your spare room or entire apartment sits gloriously empty. Why? Just in case. What if your best friend flies in from overseas? You need to be ready, even if they haven't visited in 5 years or called. Still, what if? Rent it out for passive income? Pfft, what are you? A capitalist? You wouldn't want strangers ruining your things. Or worse, paying you rent. That's for greedy people. You're grounded, you're virtuous, you're rich in principle. Savings from leftovers, $4. Lost rental income per month, $1,200. Smart real estate strategy, activated. Fun fact, fear of tenants costs more than actual tenants. Number 4, buy cheap. Buy 5 times. Always go for the cheapest option. Clothes that dissolve in the rain? Perfect. Tech that breaks after 2 weeks? Even better. Because why buy once when you can replace 5 times? Cheap shoes, $20. Total after replacing them all year, $100 plus. Cost of thinking ahead? Apparently too high. Remember, durability is for rich people. Number 5, don't pay for therapy. Buy stuff instead. Therapy's expensive. Self-awareness is overrated. Why unpack childhood trauma when you can just add to cart? Buy 5 things you don't need to avoid one honest conversation with yourself. New shoes, scented candles, wireless earbuds, none of which will judge you. Sure, your bank account's wheezing, but hey, you feel in control. And your emotions? Comfortably buried under bubble wrap and free shipping. Impulse buys per week, $80. Therapy session you can't afford, $120. Mental health, outsourced to logistics, Retail therapy, cheaper than the real thing, until it isn't. Being penny smart and pound foolish? Easy. Just obsess over saving coins you can see while silently bleeding dollars you refuse to face. Everything you've heard in this video was, of course, said sarcastically, because that's how bad ideas sound when you flip them upside down. Because real financial wisdom, it's not about how frugal you are with $3. It's about how you spend, think, and take responsibility. The real point? Some people think they're being money smart by skipping coffee, counting coupons, or stretching leftovers, while avoiding decisions that could actually protect their future self. So ask yourself, are you really saving money or just avoiding responsibility expensively? Ever skipped coffee but splurged on something totally irrational? Drop your favorite penny smart, pound foolish moment in the comments. We promise to laugh with you, not at you. If this video helped, like and subscribe for more life skills that school never teach. We've been sold a lie: get good grades, ace your exams, collect your certificates, and you'll live a fulfilling life. If that were true, every top graduate would be happy, but they're not. Many of the smartest people you know are underpaid, overworked, and quietly bitter about the life they built. Which brings us to the second lie, that meaning matters more than happiness. We're told to chase noble causes like fighting climate change, promoting education, or advancing human rights. But meaning is a luxury for those with financial security. When you're broke, you're not pondering life's purpose. You're just trying to survive. The disconnect? Book smarts alone won't make you wealthier or happier because the skills that schools reward aren't the ones life demands. And today, we'll unpack exactly why. Before we dive in, let's be clear, there's no single kind of smart. Intelligence shows up in a few key forms. There's academic intelligence, memorizing, analyzing, and explaining ideas on cue. This is what schools reward. Then emotional intelligence, recognizing your emotions, managing them, and reading others to build strong relationships. Street smarts, reading situations, making fast judgment calls, and staying sharp in unpredictable environments. Financial intelligence, understanding how money moves, multiplies, and works for you. And social intelligence, connecting with people, building trust, and turning conversations into opportunities. The problem? Schools only reward the first one. You get grades for facts and formulas, but real wealth comes from spotting opportunities, managing emotions, building networks, and taking smart risks. If you're only trained for the classroom, you'll keep missing the unspoken rules and hidden chances that actually run the world. And to be fair, a degree does open doors. Professional qualifications like medicine, law, and engineering can land you a good, stable career. But when it comes to the top 1% of income earners, the ones building serious generational wealth, most aren't book smart, straight A types. Surprisingly, many of them have average intelligence. They're business owners, investors, and serial entrepreneurs. People who probably failed at a few ventures, but struck big in a couple. And those wins changed everything. So the real question is, why do the less academically gifted often break through the income ceiling while the super smart hit a money wall? Why does it sometimes seem like the dumber you are, the easier it is to earn more? It's not luck or recklessness. It's because the super smart carry a set of invisible blind spots that quietly hold them back financially. Let's examine the 10 biggest ones. Number 1, overthinking. The super intelligent overthink every move. Their brain constantly imagines worst-case scenarios. useful in strategy and risk assessment, but a liability in personal finance and business. When things get uncomfortable, self-doubt creeps in. They're used to being right, so any risk feels terrifying. Take Alex, a brilliant engineer with 3 degrees. He spent years perfecting a product idea but never pitched it, terrified of rejection. Meanwhile, others with half his talent sold simpler versions and built profitable businesses. Alex stayed stuck in endless revisions. Smart people also overworry about appearances. They fear looking tasteless, shameless, or desperate, so they avoid selling, self-promotion, and bold moves, and stay invisible as a result. Number 2, chasing novelty. Smart people love to explore. New ideas, new trends, new projects. One week it's an app, next week a cafe, then a podcast on AI. They'll chase 10 things in a month, but rarely stick with one long enough to win. The wealthy? They do the opposite. They find what works, double down, refine it, and repeat. Look at Dyson. They didn't get rich launching dozens of gadgets. They focused on perfecting one product, a cordless vacuum cleaner. Then scaled the concept into other categories like fans and hair dryers. Same with top online creators. It's not about 10 YouTube channels. It's about growing one relentlessly. Repetition makes money. Reinvention burns time. Ideas are cheap. Relentless execution pays. Number 3, scattered focus. Book-smart people are idea machines. One week it's a brilliant app, next it's real estate, then a podcast. The possibilities feel endless, and the novelty is addictive. But here's the problem. Scattered focus kills momentum. They chase every new idea, fall in love with potential, and rarely finish what they start. The result? A graveyard of half-baked projects and 0 real outcomes. Money loves focus. Wealth comes from committing to one thing long enough to make it work. Take Mr. Beast. He didn't build a billion-dollar empire by chasing 10 trends. He obsessed over one YouTube channel, refining it for years before branching out. Half-done projects don't pay. Ideas without follow-through don't count. Prioritize one, finish it, make it great, then move on. That's how you build something that lasts. Number 4, moral high ground. Some super smart people cling to the idea that chasing money is shallow, materialistic, or corrupt. They say things like, "I don't care about money. I'd rather stay broke than sell out. I'm not like those greedy business types." But money isn't evil. It amplifies who you already are. Look at J.K. Rowling. She built massive wealth through storytelling and donates millions to charity. Or Keanu Reeves, who quietly gives away large chunks of his salary to crew members and hospitals. Money didn't ruin them. It gave them more ways to help. Clinging to financial struggle out of pride helps no one. You can't uplift others or fund causes with empty pockets. Staying broke keeps you stuck in survival mode, while the people you care about quietly suffer. Wealth isn't selling out. It's buying back your time, freedom, and ability to make a real difference. Number 5, preference for prestige. Another classic book-smart trap, chasing status over substance. They love impressive titles: doctor, director, advisor. It strokes the ego, wins polite nods, and looks sharp on a name card. Problem is, prestige doesn't pay the bills. And wealth isn't always prestigious. The highest paying wealth building gigs are often unglamorous, selling niche services, running boring, profitable businesses, managing industries that won't get you LinkedIn claps, but quietly make millions. Meanwhile, the book smart cling to jobs that sound important but barely outpace inflation. They trade decades for small raises because it feels respectable and fear what people will say if they pivot. That's beneath you. You're wasting your degree. You're better than that. But the world rewards value, not vanity. Titles don't pay rent. Wealth goes to those willing to do what others won't, while prestige keeps you busy maintaining appearances. Number 6, salary addiction. Super smart people often get hooked on the comfort of a steady paycheck. After years of chasing grades and accolades, a stable salary feels like the natural reward. But here's the catch. Stability breeds complacency. A steady paycheck feels safe, even if it means being underpaid, undervalued, and plateauing. Those with a secure job feel they have more to lose by pursuing business ventures, while those without a stable income have little to lose and are more daring. When it comes to wealth building, people with good jobs often park their money in low-risk savings or bonds, afraid of losing it all. Top earners, however, see salaries as a stepping stone. They don't get attached to monthly paychecks. They focus on ownership, cash flow, investments, and scalable ventures. The truth is, no one builds real wealth on a salary. It pays the bills, but not your future. And the longer you cling to stability, the harder it is to break free. Number 7, inability to delegate. One big trap that keeps book-smart people stuck is their independence, the habit of doing everything themselves. Why? Because being book-smart often comes with control issues. You'll hear, "If I want it done right, I'll do it myself." And to be fair, that mindset isn't baseless. Many have tried delegating only to get half-baked work that needed fixing. Over time, they decide it's quicker and safer to handle things alone. But here's the problem. That keeps you small. Wealth and scalable success don't happen solo. They're built through teams, networks, and trusting others, even if it means tolerating occasional mistakes. Those who insist on doing everything themselves hit a ceiling. You have limited time, energy, and attention. Delegating isn't about reducing workload, it's about multiplying your reach. Top earners know how to spot talent, give clear instructions, and accept imperfection as part of growth. Delegation isn't a weakness, it's a skill, one that book-smart people often overlook. Without it, you stay overworked, overstretched, and underpaid, while the delegators build empires. Number 8, social handicap. One reason book-smart people stay poor is the social handicap that often comes with intelligence. They can explain quantum mechanics but freeze at small talk. And it matters. Because in business and life, opportunities don't come through job ads, they come through people. Clients, investors, collaborators, mentors. If you can't connect, you'll keep missing out. It's not about being fake. It's about engaging, listening, and showing people why they should care. The world isn't a meritocracy, it's a network. And those who navigate it well often outperform the silent geniuses. Example: Mark Zuckerberg may have started as the awkward coder, but Facebook only scaled after he learned to pitch, partner, and negotiate with investors. Ideas don't win alone. People do. Ignore this, and you risk becoming the forgotten genius too busy impressing yourself. Number 9, ignoring storytelling. Book-smart people obsess over facts, data, and airtight logic, believing the best ideas should win. But money doesn't follow logic. It follows emotion, and emotion is created through storytelling. In business, pitching, or selling yourself, it's not what you say, it's how you make people feel. The smartest idea means nothing if it can't capture attention or spark curiosity. The irony? Many smart people dismiss storytelling as fluff or manipulation. Big mistake. Branding, Narratives and emotional hooks are how good ideas get funded, sold, and remembered. Steve Jobs didn't sell specs, he sold a vision, 1,000 songs in your pocket. That story built Apple's empire while technically superior products faded. If you want to stop being the smartest broke person in the room, master storytelling. Because money listens to stories, not spreadsheets. Number 10, over-planning. Another classic book smart trap, over-preparing, under-executing. They love the safety of ideas and spreadsheets, strategy decks, risk assessments, market analysis, sometimes even anticipating problems that don't exist yet. Yes, planning matters, but money comes from action, not theory. There's a fine line between being prepared and using preparation as a respectable excuse to avoid risk. I just need more research. Let's run one more simulation. I'm refining my strategy. Meanwhile, someone else, with half the knowledge but twice the nerve, launches, lands the client, or starts the business you were about to. Momentum beats perfection. Success rewards doers, not theorists. You can't think your way into wealth, you have to do your way into it. The book smart often remain poor or hit a financial ceiling due to several key traps. Overthinking leads them to overanalyze and avoid risks, while chasing novelty causes them to jump between ideas without following through. Scattered focus further prevents commitment to any one venture long enough to succeed. Their moral high ground makes them view wealth as shallow, preventing them from using money to make a bigger impact. A preference for prestige keeps them in low-paying roles, and salary addiction ties them to unfulfilling jobs. An inability to delegate hinders growth, and a social handicap makes it difficult to network and seize opportunities. They ignore storytelling, focusing too much on data instead of engaging others emotionally. Finally, overplanning delays action, missing chances to execute. These habits keep them from building real wealth as they stay stuck in their heads instead of taking action. If this video helped, like and subscribe for more life skills that school never teach. Changing someone's mind about money? Almost impossible. Telling someone to be more financially wise usually gets ignored faster than a budget spreadsheet at a weekend party. So, this video isn't about giving advice. It's about asking the right questions. Questions that make you pause and rethink your relationship with money. And if you're watching this for someone else, maybe a friend or family member who could use the nudge, these questions can help them too. Let's dive in. Number 1, where would you like to be financially? If you don't have a destination, how can you plan the journey? Are you aiming for financial freedom, a stress-free retirement, or simply enough to live comfortably? Ignore this question, and you'll drift from paycheck to paycheck, letting money dictate your life. Answer it, and you take control, setting goals, making smarter choices, and tracking progress. Money needs direction. Otherwise, it disappears. Number 2, how would you cope if you lost your job? Harsh, but real. If your income vanished tomorrow, how long could you last? Do you have savings, a backup plan, or other income sources? Ignore this, and job loss triggers panic, debt, and stress. Address it with an emergency fund, upskilling, or a side hustle, and you stay in control, hope for the best, and prepare for the worst. Number 3, what would you do in an emergency? Car trouble, medical bills, a family crisis. When life hits hard, can you cover the costs without scrambling? Ignore this question and you're stuck borrowing, maxing out credit, or going without essentials. Plan ahead with an emergency fund and you buy yourself security and peace of mind. An emergency shouldn't become a financial disaster. Number 4, do you have a workable budget? Not a perfect one, but a reasonable budget that keeps you on track. Ignore this, and you'll wonder where your money went, probably overspending without realizing it. Answer it, and you'll know how much to earn, spend, and save, giving you control over your finances. A budget isn't about restriction, it's about making your money work for you. Number 5, do you set boundaries between money and loved ones? Money and relationships can be a tricky mix. Are you constantly bailing people out, lending what you don't have, or feeling guilty for saying no? Avoid this question, and you'll either resent loved ones or jeopardize your own finances. Answer it, and you'll help within your limits while protecting your financial well-being. Generosity is important, but not at the cost of your stability. Number 6, what are the interest rates on your debt? Do you know how much your debt is costing you? That small credit card balance could be doubling without you realizing. Ignoring this means staying stuck in a cycle of minimum payments. Answering it lets you prioritize repayments and negotiate better rates. Debt is costly. Know your interest rates to escape it faster. Number 7, how can you realistically increase your income? Cutting costs helps, but it only goes so far. Are you upskilling, seeking better jobs, or creating new income streams? Ignore this, and you stay stuck relying on one paycheck. Address it, and you open doors to promotions, side hustles, or smarter opportunities. Expenses have limits. Earning potential doesn't. Number 8, how can you improve your life? Beyond money, are you investing in your health, skills, and relationships? Would owning a home be more sustainable than renting? Ignore this, and you might save money but feel unfulfilled or insecure. Address it, and you balance finances with personal growth and long-term well-being. Money should enhance life, not just accumulate. Number 9, when do you expect to retire? Retirement isn't an age, it's a financial milestone. Are you on track to stop working when you choose? Ignore this question, and you may work longer than you'd like out of necessity. Address it, and you plan, invest, and create options for financial freedom. Retirement isn't about quitting, it's about choice. Number 10, would you like to retire early? Could you retire earlier than planned? It's possible with smart choices now, not just for millionaires. Ignoring this means assuming you'll work forever. Answering it means exploring financial independence, smart savings, and flexible work. Early retirement is a choice that starts today. Money isn't just numbers. It's choices, security, and freedom. The better you understand your relationship with it, the better you shape your future. So ask yourself, where do you want to be financially? How prepared are you for job loss, emergencies, or retirement? Do you have a budget, set boundaries, and manage debt wisely? Can you increase your income or improve your life? You may not have all the answers now, but awareness is the first step. If this video helped, like and subscribe for more life skills that school never teach. Saving money isn't just about crunching numbers. It's about outsmarting your brain. Why? Because your brain craves instant gratification. That's why YOLO feels like a valid excuse for splurging. And just one drink with friends turns into a tab you regret the next morning. But what if you could flip the script, trick your brain into saving without the FOMO? Here are 20 psychological hacks to make saving money not just manageable, but surprisingly fun. Trick number 1, live below your means. Spend less than you earn. It's simple in theory, but challenging in practice for some. For example, if you make $3,000 a month, aim to live on $2,500 and save the remaining $500. This rule might sound repetitive or uninspiring, but it's the foundation of building savings. How else can you do better than just breaking even each month? Got a windfall? Treat it like it never happened. Avoid lifestyle inflation by keeping expenses steady as your income grows. Save the difference to fast-track your financial goals. Living below your means is the key to sustainable financial freedom. Trick number 2, break goals down. An annual savings target can feel overwhelming, but breaking it down to daily amounts makes it more manageable. For example, saving $10,000 in a year translates to just $27.40 a day, roughly the cost of 1 or 2 Uber rides. This method shifts your brain's focus from an intimidating long-term goal to achievable daily actions. Saving a little each day builds consistency and momentum, making your goal feel within reach. Trick number 3, multiply a daily sacrifice by a year. This is the reverse of breaking down a goal. Instead of starting with a savings target, start with a small sacrifice. Identify one expense you can reduce or cut entirely, then calculate its annual impact. For example, skipping a $5 latte every day could save you more than $1,800 a year. Or cutting back on takeout from twice a week to once could save you $780 annually, assuming each meal costs $15. This hack demonstrates how small, everyday choices, when multiplied by consistency, can create significant savings. Tiny sacrifices today can lead to big wins tomorrow. Trick number 4, resell to boost income. Decluttering isn't just good for your space, it's great for your wallet. Selling unused items like furniture or electronics on platforms such as Facebook Marketplace or eBay can quickly generate extra income for savings. This not only boosts your savings, but also encourages smarter spending by reminding you that one person's trash is another's treasure. Trick number 5, track income and expenses. Tracking your money gives you full financial awareness. Recording every source of income and expense, big or small, helps you see exactly where your money goes. For example, you might discover you're spending $100 a month on coffee or $50 on rarely used streaming subscriptions. You can also categorize your spending into needs, wants, and savings to ensure they align with your priorities. Identifying patterns lets you make smarter decisions about where to cut back. Using an annual spreadsheet can also show how small expenses or incomes add up over time, helping you decide whether to spend, save, or take on a side hustle. What gets tracked gets managed. Trick number 6, sleep on it, don't buy yet. Impulse purchases are often emotional, not necessary. Give yourself 24 hours before making non-essential buys. For example, you might crave a $100 jacket on sale, but waiting a day could help you realize you don't need it or already own something similar. This cooling off period lets you make logical, not emotional decisions, saving you hundreds in the long run. Trick number 7, recall poor days. Reflecting on financially challenging times can reinforce the importance of saving for the future. For instance, remembering the stress of being unable to pay an unexpected $300 car repair can serve as a powerful motivator to build an emergency fund. Similarly, thinking back to a time when you had to rely on others for financial help may inspire you to create a safety net for yourself. Learning from the past can help you create a more secure future. Trick number 8. Consider other ways to spend. Before making a purchase, think of what else that money could achieve. For example, instead of spending $300 on a gadget, think about using that money for a weekend getaway or adding it to your emergency savings. Alternatively, skipping a $100 night out could mean funding a hobby class or donating to a cause that matters to you. Dollars are decisions. Choose wisely. Trick number 9, automate your savings. Automation removes the temptation to spend before saving and eliminates the effort of consciously withholding from your spending urges. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to savings each payday. For example, schedule $50 every 2 weeks, which adds up to $1,300 annually. You could also use apps like Acorns to round up purchases and invest the spare change. Automated transfers are a great way to pay yourself first. Instead of saving what's left at the end of the month, you prioritize saving before spending. Automation makes saving effortless, out of sight, out of mind. Trick number 10. Gamify saving money. Turning saving into a game keeps it engaging and fun. For example, you could challenge yourself to save $1 for every time you skip eating out. By the end of the month, you might have saved $50 or more. Another idea is using a savings app that tracks your progress like a game leaderboard, rewarding you with badges or goals as you reach new milestones. When saving feels like a game, you're more likely to win. Trick number 11, replenish expenses. If you make an unplanned purchase, counterbalance it by transferring the same amount into your savings. For example, if you spend $50 on something unnecessary, immediately move $50 into savings as a penalty. Before buying something you don't need, ask yourself if you can cover the cost by reselling unused items. If not, hold off on the purchase. Alternatively, offset the expense by skipping another planned one, like canceling a dinner out. This strategy helps you regain control of your budget and turn spending mistakes into savings opportunities. Trick number 12. Have a side hustle. Relying on just one source of income can limit your financial growth. A side hustle or freelance gig can provide extra money to put into savings. For example, tutoring after work could add $300 a month. Alternatively, selling handmade crafts or digital products on platforms like Etsy or Gumroad can create passive income. Having multiple income streams not only motivates you to build wealth, but also helps you appreciate every dollar more. Diversifying your income reduces financial risk, boosts your savings, and keeps you motivated. Trick number 13, join a money-saving community. Being part of a group with similar goals can motivate and inspire you to stay on track. For example, online communities like Reddit's rFrugal or Seedly.sg can provide tips and encouragement. Similarly, joining local savings groups or participating in a no-spend challenge with friends can keep you accountable. The collective mindset creates a support system that makes saving feel less isolating and more achievable. Surround yourself with savers, and you'll become one too. Trick number 14, don't give up on distant goals. Big financial goals can feel overwhelming when progress is slow. Instead, focus on smaller milestones. For example, if your goal is to save $20,000 for a down payment, celebrate when you reach the first $1,000 or $5,000. Likewise, if you're paying off $10,000 of debt, Track each $500 payment and reward yourself with something small but meaningful. Remember, progress, no matter how slow, is still progress. Keep going. Trick number 15, reward yourself the right way. Instead of splurging as a reward, find ways to amplify your savings. For example, if you save $500 in a month, treat yourself by investing $50 of it in stocks or a mutual fund that could grow over time. Alternatively, use part of your savings to learn a skill, like a cooking class, that could help you save more money in the future. Rewards that align with your goals keep you motivated without sabotaging your progress. Trick number 16, just start. The hardest part of saving is often getting started. It's easy to think you should wait until you earn more or clear your debt first, but the truth is, you can start now. Even if it's just $1 a day, you're building the saving habit. For example, if your goal feels overwhelming, start by transferring $5 weekly into your savings. Or challenge yourself to save the first $10 you come across, whether it's spare change or cash back from a purchase. The momentum from starting, no matter how small, creates a ripple effect. Trick number 17, make progress visible. Seeing your progress keeps you motivated. Create a savings tracker like a chart or app where you can visually track your growth. For example, draw a savings thermometer that you fill in as you get closer to your goal. Another example is using an app that sends notifications every time your savings account increases. When progress is visible, it becomes a source of pride and encouragement to keep going. Trick number 18, support friends without splurging. Generosity doesn't always require spending money. For example, instead of buying an expensive gift for a friend, offer to help with a task they've been putting off, like organizing their home. Or instead of purchasing from their latest exhibition, help promote it on social media. Thoughtful gestures strengthen connections without draining your wallet. Trick number 19, track your feelings. Money isn't just about numbers, it's deeply emotional. For example, tracking your expenses might reveal that daily takeout leaves you feeling guilty, while cooking at home brings a sense of accomplishment. Similarly, noticing how saving makes you feel, whether it's pride, security, or freedom, can motivate you to keep going. As your savings grow, you might feel inspired to boost your income through side hustles, a raise, or a new job. Pursue these only if they align with your financial goals. Recognizing these emotional patterns allows you to align your spending and saving habits with your values. Trick number 20, understand the roots of your money troubles. Take time to explore why you faced financial challenges. For example, if you overspend to cope with stress, identify healthier alternatives like exercising or journaling. If a lack of financial education has held you back, look for resources, take a course, or find a mentor to guide you. Awareness is the first step to change. By understanding your triggers, you can take control of your finances and make better decisions. These 20 hacks are designed to outsmart your brain's natural urge to spend and turn saving into an empowering habit. Increase income through reselling unused items or starting a side hustle. Spend wisely by living below your means, curbing impulse buys, replenishing savings, tracking expenses, and supporting friends without overspending. Leverage tools and systems like automated transfers, budget spreadsheets, reselling apps, or gamified saving methods. Join like-minded groups to gain support and accountability. Manage emotions by reflecting on past financial struggles, understanding your spending triggers, breaking down goals, amplifying small sacrifices, and tracking progress to avoid self-sabotage. Every step, big or small, moves you closer to your goals. With mindset shifts, practical strategies, and a dash of creativity, you can train your brain to save smarter. Start today and let tomorrow's progress inspire you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with that one friend who's always broke, but somehow never skips happy hour. See you next time.